Hello everyone, welcome to the CryptoSpartan YouTube channel where I will be diving into another brand new crypto project which I find particularly interesting. Standard disclaimer, this is not financial advice in any form, all investments are inherently risky and you should always do your own research before committing to any investment whatsoever. I'm an academic and entrepreneur specialising in crypto investments mainly, and I do a lot of research for my own use, the most interesting of which I like to share with you guys. Visually for this video, I'm just going to show you some resources from Global Spy so you can see how they're presenting their message and their vision, and so you can see where to go and get some more information on any particular topics that you'd like. So today we're going to be looking at an overview of Global Spy, and Global Spy are aiming to provide a next generation research platform whereby investigative data can be efficiently and securely purchased and sold. This solution has particular resonance in our research-heavy crypto space, with various applications specifically catering this market, but has potential applications far and wide for any industry which could utilize investigative data. Knowledge is power, as they say, and a platform for the exchange of quality, reliable research data will be a blessing, especially in our wild west of a market. Our industry is currently suffering a huge burden, going a long way to prevent confident mass adoption: scams. Scammy or pump and dump ICOs make up a shocking percentage of those being carried out at any one time, and this gives fuel to the fire of the mainstream crypto misinformation, who often cite certain scam ICOs or pump and dump or pyramid scheme projects in an attempt to tar the whole space with the same brush and present a negative perception of the space for the public. But the truth is that we do have a huge problem with scams. So the real question to explore if we want to solve the problem is why. The answer is a lack of reliable data or adequate research from the participants. They either didn't research the project well enough to identify the scam, or the information they were using was deceitful or incorrect. The investigations industry itself suffers from a problem in the form of an outdated model in which the resulting data is not effectively utilized. Traditionally, a party finances an investigation in order to gain valuable data for their specific purposes, and have therefore incurred all of the costs of the investigation themselves, but also are left holding quality data which would be of use to many people, but with no effective means of transferring this data to prospective buyers. Global Spy is attempting to provide a solution to this crippling problem by providing a platform which incentivizes those who have conducted research to share the data in return for compensation. This will allow wide-scale access to reliable and credible research information and will be an extremely useful resource in the arsenal of any potential ICO investor. Global Spy will offer a layered solution whereby clients can decide the level of detail required for their specific investigation. For example, an investigation into the history of a motor vehicle will not require the same amount of depth and research expertise as a fully comprehensive ICO and company investigation. Generally, the Global Spy service provides the ability to quickly receive accurate and complete information regarding a chosen company, key personnel of the company, initial coin offer, team members, currency, etc. And as mentioned at the beginning, is useful in many industries, but the blockchain space is where it is to be most effectively utilized. This will allow for much more effective and reliable research, removing the fear and uncertainty inherently present in the process. Notable features of the Global Spy solution in regard to the crypto space in particular include an ICO verification program, which is one of the upcoming product releases from the Global Spy platform, meaning a deep analysis of particular ICOs in the following manner. Team members are analysed, team executive members are checked for any connection to other companies or ICOs, team members' CVs are analysed, a verification of the ICO's legality and any necessary documents, a check to see if all facts presented in the white paper and the ICO site are as they have portrayed, and if so, then the ICO or company will receive a verification status. Number 2 is robotics, so the constant monitoring of ICO's resources and documentation using Global Spy robotics is the characteristics of the platform. This means that any changes by the ICO team will be identified and will require an adequate explanation in order to avoid losing their verification status. Number 3 is the browser extension for investors. So if an ICO or company loses their verification status, this information will be passed on to users of the Global Spy browser extension. The browser extension verifies websites against the Global Spy ICO verification program database, also preventing phishing attacks or fake website scams. The Spy token itself is the utility token of the Global Spy network, which powers the ecosystem. Spy tokens will be utilized for financial transactions on the network, being the only accepted method of service payments, increasing demand, and enabling the use of smart contracts to make payments more efficient than with traditional systems. In summary, the space is certainly missing a central point of exchange for investigative and research data. After all, research is carried out by the original party for a specific reason, and others always find value in the same data. Why not increase the amount of credible and useful data readily available in return for compensation for the seller? Knowledge is power, and in this model of incentivized data exchange, both buyers and sellers benefit. The crypto space is at once tremendously promising, with many revolutionary applications for various industries, yet incredibly treacherous, with a huge capacity for scams and unreliable information. A solution such as Global Spy would do much to benefit the space, with the mechanism required to more effectively and more profitably share investigative and research data on relevant industry areas. Having widely available public access to marketplace of reliable information will make the crypto space less uncertain for adopters and less profitable for scammers and pump and dump ICOs currently burdening our industry. Benign actors in the space would benefit all round, and Global Spy might become an important cog in the machine to prevent scams and provide more reliable data within the crypto market, making the space more appealing to the masses in the process. Features such as their ICO verification process also promise to improve the industry and confidence within that industry and empower the potential investor. If you have any questions about Global Spy, I'd recommend checking out their website, where you can find their white paper also for a deep dive, and you can find some videos that explain their project and their vision. If you found my video useful, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back regularly with reviews of the most promising projects which I come across in my mountains of ICO research. Thanks guys.